Please don't get shot. There we go. No scope city, baby. I'm so dead. Oh my God, I got him again. Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Powerbang. Welcome back to another PUBG Mobile episode. I have had so many questions lately on my sensitivity and what I use and how I'm able to control my recoil and all that good stuff. I think it's time to respond. So first and foremost, before we go into that, let's go ahead and head to the training grounds, and I'll show you guys kind of how you can dial in your sensitivity. First, yeah, go to the training grounds. This is where you got to go to kind of figure out what's what without having like all these people, shooting at you and dying in return. So we got 27 minutes here. I'm not going to make the video 27 minutes. We got 27 minutes to kind of figure things out. So let's go ahead and loot up. I'll be back with you in a minute. All right, guys, so we have looted up. We've decided to go with a M416, which is probably the most commonly used assault rifle. And then we also have an M24 because I want to show you guys how some of the scopes affect that. But basically, guys, here's the deal. Throw on the extended quick draw so you can get those 40 rounds. And we're going to start off with a little red dot action here. The goal is, can you fire full auto and still maintain control? That's what we're going to be trying to experiment with. And as you can see, that red dot is putting a lot of rounds right in center mass. And you can even do that a little bit farther out, all the way out to 50, 60 meters here. You know, that is a lot of firepower in the same general area. Full auto sometimes is, pretty scary. Now, of course, you can, you can tap, right? Make it a lot more accurate. But this is for the purpose of showing you guys recoil control and going full auto. So again, we'll grab the 3x scope now, go even further out. And as you can see, we are pretty much dialed in center mass there, a lot of those shots. That's quite a ways out for full auto. We can even use the 4x scope. We will throw that on there. And again, guys, remember this is a fully kitted M4. So at 100 meters out, pretty decent recoil control. What about even throwing a 6x on there? We'll borrow the 6x from the M24. Check this out. Not perfect, but also not completely ineffective either. So one more time through with the 6X. I'll take it. So what about these same sensitivity settings with a sniper rifle, right? We'll switch the 6X back, you can zoom in, and it's still possible to be very, very accurate. Not having wild sensitivity or anything like that with my M24. So this is something that you can definitely tell is versatile, works both for ARs and it works for sniper rifles as well. So that's something that definitely should be remembered as you guys are tweaking the sensitivity. So let's get to the meat and potatoes. What are the sensitivities that I use and how do you find what's best for you? Now this is where a trip into your settings becomes necessary. You want to go down to sensitivity, and again, customize is what you're looking for. I like to start off with a medium overall sensitivity and tweak from there, right? So what you're going to see is the first section here is the camera sensitivity, your free look. This is essentially looking around like this. How sensitive is your camera? When you look around, for me, the default was pretty much good to go. I don't need to see any faster or slower. Some people, though, prefer to speed this up so you can do a full 360, like when you spin, would you swipe your thumb from the left to the right, or if your claw, swipe your finger, however you play. But basically, I can spin as far as I need to. If I do, have to swipe twice, it's okay. I'm pretty much comfortable with that, how it is. So back to sensitivity. Next section, your camera is while you are, kind of looking in, you can see with a scope, what are you moving around with that camera? No scope, red dot, 2X, 3X, 4X, 6X, and 8X. There's also a differentiation between third person and first person no scope. And again, you want to be able to spin a little bit faster, I think, in third person than first, because first could be a little disorienting. You get that seasickness. That being said, notice the values, right? This is kind of how fast you look around when you're scoped in. Now let's look at the next section down, ADS sensitivity. ADS sensitivity means aim down sight. So aiming down sight sensitivity, and what this essentially means, it's poorly worded here, is how much are you able to control your recoil while the fire button is active, while it is depressed. So essentially what you're seeing is when you zoom in, right now, how much sensitivity is there on this scope, right? That's the ADS sensitivity. Now, faster sensitivity means you can control it more, but it's not necessarily the best thing in the world. So check this out. If we go down to our ADS sensitivity and we grab our 4 times and it's at 26% now, what if we jack that up to like 104%? We'll go ahead and zoom in, and again, looking around, it's not 104%. It's the same as it always was. But now let's go ahead and try to fire. You see how you can literally, I mean, it's pretty crazy to try to control. So that's what ADS sensitivity is. Yeah, that's bad. So what you want to do for each scope is when you go in, let's go ahead and dial this in, right? Find a target, something that's a reasonable range for that particular optics. Let's go ahead and find 90 meters here. This is kind of what I want to try to fire at, right? And again, it's almost impossible to control. So we know right off that that's way, way too much. So into the sensitivity we go. We want to go to ADS sensitivity and look at our 4 times scope, right? We set it to 104%. Let's go way down to like 10% and see if that's any better. So we'll zoom in on the 90 and fire, and we're pulling down. It's better, but we can't control the actual recoil. It's going to raise much, much higher than we can control. So what you want to do is kind of set it to a point where, picture this, right? You've got your device, you've got your finger on the trigger. Now you're gonna be pulling that down towards the bottom of the screen, and you wanna make sure that you can get off an entire magazine of rounds. So 40 bullets before your thumb gets to the bottom of that screen. You wanna feel the recoil. You wanna feel it climbing up against where you're pulling down, because you want that resistance. You wanna be able to keep it at head level while you're firing. So let's go ahead and adjust once again. Remember, we were at 28% before. I'm gonna get close to that. And we will dial in, say, 22%. Now let's go ahead, zoom in, 90. Not bad, except for I was struggling to keep it down a little bit. So let's go back in, sensitivity, we'll go down to the 4X, and this is going to bump up a little bit more. I had it set at 28. We'll go ahead, go back to 28, and we'll take a look at what this did for our sensitivity. Bingo! We are dialed in right here, right now. And again, guys, this is different for every single scope out there. The 2 times is going to be different, right? Let's go for a little bit closer target, 50 meters here. And as you can see, that is a lot of neck shots right there on that personal, that target. Let's go ahead and fire headshots. I mean, you guys can see the damage inflicted right there on that target. That's a lot of headshots. A lot of headshots. So again, if you go into the sensitivity, we can check out the 2 times scope. And as you can see, it's a heck of a lot higher than 28%. It's set at 40. Well, what happens again if we bump it up to 56 when you zoom in? Again, it has nothing to do with looking around. You can still fire even, semi-auto and you're fine. The problem is when you go full auto, right? I mean, maybe you want that type of violence on your controls, but I want to fight it a little bit more. And you know what? That actually wasn't super hard to control. So what I might do is, instead of 56, we had it on 40 before. I might split the difference there and do something like 46 right there, and we'll see how that treats us. So we'll go in, and I actually kind of like that. So zooming out to the distance, you can see it's still, still very controllable. That is how you dial in each and every one of your scopes, and this can be done while zoomed in. You want to just kind of make sure that when you spray, I mean, literally you can snap target to target to target and just absolutely wipe people out if and only if you have the right sensitivity set. So that is how I do my sensitivity, guys. Let's go ahead, drop into a quick arcade mode here and see this stuff in action. Oh my God, did we get a fog game? I always love the fog games. Man, look at how good it looks. Oh, that's a hit. Yep. Yep, another one. All right, here we go. We're going to jump on in. We got shooting range. And what kind of game are we playing? Of course, we have Car 98 with the sensitivity. We're going to have to fly on over. All right, we're going down. We are going to get an automatic rifle because sniping in this mess is not going to be doable. Oh, my God. It looks like they've taken out the automatic weapons. Well, I do not have a great start here. Just had to let him peek. Oh my God, he got punched to death. Oh no, he looted! Oh wow, that was right in front of him. There we go. I can't see anything, dude. This is so hard. So hard. Oh, I'm gonna get hit hard. Wow, that was unfortunate. We are up to number 1 at the moment. Looking for other people at the moment. Let's go find some dudes. We can see how dialing in my sensitivity did absolutely nothing to my sniper rifle aim, so don't be afraid, guys. Oh boy, all right, we got shots out where I was just at, which is my territory. Down below. Time for a little no-scope battle. Who's in? Who is in? All right, Tawny. Good shots. Better run. Haha. All right. He was just content to stay there. He was out of nades. All right, he's on top of me. Man, these kids don't stand a chance. So we got automatic fire up there, and that is bad. Definitively bad. There we go. Got one right in front of us. Alrighty. Please don't get shot. There we go. No scope city, baby. Oh, wow, foot shot. I'm so dead. Oh my God, I got him again. Crap, this is bad. This is bad. Oh no, how'd I miss that? We got automatic fire. This is bad news, boys. I just had my first death. I don't know where that guy came from with the Graza. No idea. It's starting to get intense though. They could catch up. They're not gonna catch up. All right. Man, I should have taken that dude out if I hadn't have missed the shot. Give me an AR so I can full auto somebody. Hell yeah, here we go. Yo, what's up? Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to my living room. All right, well that was too easy. You can't put me into a Car 98 war mode solo game and I don't know, man. Anyways, guys, as you can see, bolt action sniper rifles not affected at all by dialing in that sensitivity. So make sure you guys are customizing it for yourself. Find that ADS sensitivity that makes sense. Go to the shooting range, test it out. That's all I got though for this episode, guys. Powerbang. Peace out. We'll see you soon.